Wow, we are here. It is Monday, 25th of April, and it is the Digital Groove with me, Niall Redmond. Many thanks to Mr. Tom Lowe. He's back on your radio, as you know, next Monday night with the same amazing stuff on the Audio Sunshine Radio Show. Well, slightly different program for you tonight. If you're watching, it mightn't look entirely different. We'll talk about that in a second, but we're coming to you from Switzerland tonight because I have been here all weekend to celebrate this man's birthday. Barone, as you know from last week, Barone, we had many parties over the weekend, so we're very tired. I have kept my voice. You have almost lost your voice.
Yes, of course.
Well, we shall chat during the show because we're doing this from Marco's studio here, and he has very kindly, if you're watching the Facebook or the YouTube video, he's very kindly superimposed our normal background here in his studio. So, you know, we're kind of coming from home. It's our Swiss home today. But anyway, we're here on the radio for the next 2 hours. We wouldn't let being not in the Evoca studio stop us from doing the show. So we are here in Marco's studio in a beautiful, I was going to say in Oftringen, in Rothrist, but it's a little bit more accurate. We're actually in is it
Riken?
Riken. I knew it was like one of the characters out of Street Fighter. Riken. So yes, we're here from Riken in Switzerland tonight on the show. We've got amazing tunes for you. I have 23 to get through. Let's play them for you tonight. Welcome to the Digital Groove. We're here on your radio till 11 o'clock this Monday, and we're going to start off with some lovely goodness from Opo Lopo. And I have a funny story to tell you in a second as well that just happened to me today, right?
Europe's favourite dance mix. Live from Ireland. 24 hours a day.
This is RTE Pulse.
The Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
RTE Pulse.
US Garage and Soulful House promo pressure.
Yeah, we're starting off tonight with something brand new from Opo Lopo on the remix. It's Manix, our good friend Manix, not too far away from us here. Well, certainly closer than we would be if we were in Ireland, in Austria. This is Manix and our dear friend and wonderful singer Lisa Shaw, who we're such a huge fan of. This is called So Much Time. Forthcoming Daffia record should be out in about 2 weeks, I would imagine. Mark, I have a funny story. To tell you. Just came from the gym before we did the show here, and this girl approached me in the gym in Oftringen here in Switzerland, okay? And I said, oh, what's she going to ask me? She came up to me and she goes, oh, yeah. Started speaking to me in Swiss German. So I said, oh my God. So I thought she was like going to ask me about my amazing, footwear or something like that. And she said, I said, I'm really sorry, I only speak English. And she spoke to me in English and she said, you were the DJ last night at Scala Club. I said, really? You were there? She said, yeah. She was at the club. Yeah, she was in the gym. So she said, amazing, a really great time, had an amazing night, So I don't know her name. So, hello to you out there who was in the gym also today after a night at Scala Club here in Switzerland. But yes, there you go. Your fans are everywhere. Anyway, opening up tonight. That's a lovely start. Isn't that an absolutely lovely start to our show here tonight? Coming to you from Switzerland, by the way. If you are watching on the Facebook Live or you are watching on the YouTube, Marco LeBaron, who normally actually is a listener but is actually today a co-producer of the show, because they're coming to you from his studio, has actually given us our home backdrop here if you're watching, so it's all as normal for you. And we're here, of course, on your radio till 11 o'clock tonight, 7 minutes past 9 p.m. right now here this Monday, kicking off with an exclusive with Mannix and the wonderful Lisa Shaw. That's called So Much Time. Opo Lopo, Peter Major on the remix there for Daffia Records, out in about 2 weeks. I was telling Marco here, because Marco, I'm going to drag him in every now and then into our scene here tonight on our radio show tonight, but I was telling Marco he's actually experiencing my poor wife experiences when I do the show from home over the last 2 years. Which generally is me stamping my feet and singing really loudly out of key. So, Marco, the magic has been blown for you. You know, you get to see the ugly side of the digital groove from home. You know. I know if you're listening at home tonight, if you could see where I am, I'm going to hopefully maybe put up a few pictures, and you can see the magic happening here in Switzerland tonight. Way nicer than my home studio setup, which normally has a couple of dogs walking around the place, and I have to put the washing on. And I normally do it in my pajamas as well, so you really got the best of me tonight, Marco, I think. Anyway, once again, happy birthday to Marco LeBaron. We were here this weekend in Switzerland to celebrate with Jamie Lewis in Scala Club. And of course, part 2 then in U-Bar on the Saturday night. A double weekender for Marco on his birthday. And it's the birthday from 2 years ago. We were saying this last week because, of course, COVID put a little pause on this for us. So we're only getting around to doing this now, but that's okay. Right, Marco, you helped me with this many, many years ago. And hopefully you can actually, come and strangle me if I get this wrong in front of me now. Michele Chiaverini. Close. Michele actually coached me in that years ago too. Michele Chiaverini next, and our different Andre Espo. This is out today. It's called Glad. It's the vocal mix on Spry Records. Second tune in tonight in the digital group. Going to tell you what's coming up in hour 1 shortly.
All this time, looking for some answers. Need to take some action so I can see a pattern. You wake me up when my eyes are open. Moments where I belong. And now all my life, taken to the limit, had no satisfaction. I need to feel the passion, a storm inside, shadows held in my mind. Your faith shatters my fears. When I'm around you, you know we can have it all. You know we can make it alright. I'm glad that's how you feel, no matter what we do. Oh yeah. You know we can have it all. We don't have to play with our lives. I'm glad that's how we feel, no matter what we do. Oh yeah. We don't stop now. I'm just gonna reach for everything that matters, that brings us close together. You hold me up, I can't live without you. Nothing ever compares. Just don't wanna stop, and I never know how to part. Oh, I'm glad I know you better. With you I can't surrender. Just don't wanna stop, and your world just fill me up. Oh, and I'm so glad that I'm here, all around you. You know we can have it all. You know we can make it alright. I'm glad that's how you feel, no matter what we do. Oh yeah. You know we can have it all. We don't have to play with our lives. I'm glad that's how we feel. This is Andre Espo, and you're listening to my brand new track right here on Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
Just don't wanna stop, and the skies are filled with love. Oh, and I just wanna be there in your arms. You know we can have it all. You know we can make it all right. No matter how we feel, no matter what we do. Oh, yeah. So glad, so glad, I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad.
Is a world exclusive.
Yeah, sure is a world exclusive. Actually sent away just before I was getting my stuff together to go to the airport very early on Friday morning to come over here to Switzerland. Sent my way by dear friend from Get Down Edits, Mr. Daz. Darren sent this to me to play for you tonight under his Disco Daz. Yeah, I said that correctly. Disco Daz. Acid Dub remix for Darren Nugent featuring Disguise. There you go, and that's called The Mask is Slipping, forthcoming Elevation Records. Should be dropping, I'm expecting that in about 2 weeks or so, but keep your eyes and ears out for it there. Once again, that's Disco Daz on the remix. That being, of course, Daz Dalton from Get Down Edits here in Waterford in Ireland. Well, that's third tune in tonight at 17 minutes right now past 9 p.m. here this Monday night. Got loads of amazing music coming from the show tonight. We're going to go a little bit deeper for you throughout the show. Maybe we were kind of soulful heavy for the first 4 months of the year so far. But still some amazing soulful music on the way in hour one. We got something brand new from Retide next. Something brand new on Purple Disco Records, our dear friend Jamie Lewis's label. It's a pity he didn't hang around long enough. We could have brought him in here to the studio to introduce it for you, but of course we were with Jamie this weekend, which was amazing. But we got something brand new on Purple Disco Music coming up in a couple of tunes time. Something brand new on Molten Music, in fact 2 tonight, sent away by our dear friend Homero Espinosa. Something brand new with Scott Diaz and the remix for Saison. This is all in hour one, by the way. Something brand new from Joey Silvero, aka Distant People, on the way. Also something brand new featuring Nick Hussey and Jamie Van Gulden, dear friends of ours, sending us all that new music first, so that's on the way and exclusive for you tonight. Something brand new on Soul City Digital, gonna like from Changing Phases, and also a brand new Mike Newman tune to take us up to 10 o'clock tonight. All to come in hour one. I also have the luxury tonight, if you're watching, you'll have to hear that. I have a printed playlist for the first time in about a year, because my printer ran out of ink and I never bothered replacing it. I just read it off the screen badly. But all the luxuries here in Switzerland tonight, so reading it off a sheet, which is amazing. Right, what's this? This is Retide and Mad Funk, yeah, together. This is a tune called I Need to Know. Retide is the label, easy to remember, and this is the extended vocal mix. Good news is this is out today. You can grab this one immediately.
Hi, this is Grant Nelson reminding you that every Monday from 9 to 11, you're checking out my man Niall Redmond right here on RTE Pulse.
going to ask you to pull out a few vinyl from the racks behind us here. I actually was trying to show the picture I have of you from nearly 10 years ago. Would you believe that? When you were doing the weather in Lucerne that time. Do you remember that?
Legendary, legendary.
Well, speaking of legendary, we had a great weekend, and I've got to thank you for not only saving our show, because I wouldn't have got to do this. I wouldn't have made it home in time to do this. So thanks for saving our show tonight. First of all, we're doing it from your studio. But thanks for inviting me over to play at your birthday party 2 years ago. And we finally got to do it with the legendary Jamie Lewis and yourself and Janina. Janina, I got it right the first. I should have just committed to that, right? But tell us about it. Well, you know, she did a few songs on the Scala Club on Friday night. So yeah, your big track. We talked about that track at ADE, and there she was doing it live. So yes. How did you find the party? Good for you, your birthday.
Oh, of course. I waited 2 years.
2 years,
because
2 long years.
40 plus 2. So we have 40, 41 and 42 to party. And it was really, really cool. Really, really.
Well, you kind of fitted in three birthday parties in one. You know, 40, 41, 42, you know.
Yes, of course. And really, I enjoyed the party. Particularly the sound of the DJ.
Hey, including this man, Mr. Jamie Lewis, is his label here coming in, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great to see him hear him play on Friday night.
Yes, and but you also.
Come on, you have to say that. That girl in the gym has my ego just delighted, so you don't have to say that. She did it all for you, right?
No, really the whole night was fantastic with the DJs, with the crowd. Great atmosphere at Scala Club. So let's do it again soon. Yes. Let's do it again soon. And yes, the tracks with Janina, Fall in Love and Don't Give Up. Don't Give Up is on Purple Music.
Yes, of course. Yes,
couple of years ago. Now you have the
Purple Disco. This is Purple Disco, brand new. Yeah. This is This is Brothers in Arts. You got to be careful when you're from Dublin town. No, but it sounds like you're saying Brothers in Arts when you're from Ireland. So it's Brothers in Art, ARTS. This is Brothers in Arts. It's a tune called, Hotsy Totsy, don't you know? Hotsy Totsy, yeah.
Hotsy Totsy.
And this is on Jamie Lewis's Purple Disco. So again, great to see Jamie Lewis. We have some nice photographs with him as well the other night, which is nice. So once again, if you have joined us tonight, Marco, by the way, is usually, I dragged him on because A, he's just got his voice back after the weekend, and secondly, he's furiously working away in the Twitter here in the corner. If you want to go and see what these tracks are on Twitter, you can do that at Digital Groove on Twitter. And of course, if you're watching the Facebook Live here, he's also typing them for you tonight. This is forthcoming, should be out next week. Brothers in Arts. Hotsy Totsy. That's the name of this. The original mix, Purple Disco. if you remember last week when we were giving you some props last week on the radio, Marco. Of course, we had the LeBaron and Friends T-shirt, which was dirty. I couldn't wear it this week because I wore it last week, so I couldn't wear it this week in the wash. But we were talking last week because it was Easter Monday on the radio about how good Easter egg chocolate is in general because it's so thin. Now, look, I've probably told this on the radio to our listeners last week, and probably people know this. You have this fascination with Irish Cadbury's chocolate. And for somebody who lives in Switzerland, I find it absolutely mental, okay? Anyway, I've on that theory of last week, I've brought you in particular the equivalent of Easter egg chocolate, the thinnest little bar of dairy milk chocolate for you there. So I noticed out of the corner of my beady eye you were opening that. So I just thought that would be a nice continuation from last week's show. Why do you love dairy milk so much? I just can't understand this. You have this is like the, I don't know, this is like the heaven of chocolate here. And, it's, I don't understand.
First of all, I'm not only Swiss.
Well, I know you're Swiss Italian, but you grew up here, you know what I mean? You grew up surrounded by this chocolate,
But I think it's the difference because we know here lean chocolate.
Laderack, you have Laderack here, which is probably, if it was the last thing you ever did in your life and you died after having Laderack, that would be amazing. That would be your life well lived, and that's how good that is. And yet, dairy milk is the one for you, I just find that brilliant.
It's cool to have a different taste of chocolate. So I love it, and thank you so much to bring me so many chocolate.
Well, it was a birthday present. I actually brought over a suitcase full of chocolate. Thank God customs didn't get it on you. But you go over and enjoy that. I just thought since I saw you opening it there, I'd drag you on and have another chat about chocolate this week. Anyway, here's an exclusive for you. Not only in dairy milk for you, but this is an exclusive from our dear friend Homero Espinosa to finish that one. Molten Music, the label here, Small Talk. The tune here is called Easier Said Than Done. This is about a month away. Just 9:30 right now on the radio if you're listening here in Ireland to RTE Pulse. It is the Digital Groove with me, Niall Redmond, coming to you from Switzerland this very evening, the 25th of April. Of course, here to celebrate several birthdays of LeBaron, DJ LeBaron here in Switzerland, our dear friend. And it's funny because we haven't been able to do this show live, of course, over the last 2 years plus at this stage. And it's nice to be able to have some. I normally do the show, let's say, on my own. In my house, and it's nice to have some company on the radio for the first time in a long time. So yeah, and I mean not your company out there listening, I mean somebody in the studio with you. So that's lovely. Anyway, great. So we're coming to you from Switzerland tonight.
Scott Diaz, and you're listening to The Digital Groove with Niall Redmond. Keep it locked.
Yes, that's my cue to tell you it's Scott Diaz next on the remix. In fact, you just heard, by the way, Small Talk, a tune called Easier Said Than Done. And that is forthcoming on Molten Music, Homero Espinosa's label, of course, of America. We played you the original mix there tonight. We're going to go to Saison next, usually a little earlier for Saison in the show. They normally come in hour 2. Well, this is Scott Diaz in the remix. Miss Yankee on the kind of spoken word rap almost in this. Tune here is called Making Shapes, which, if I remember correctly, was the 100th release, was it? On No Fuss, would I be right in saying that?
Miss Yankee.
Sorry, Miss Yankee.
I bet you miss me. I bet you miss this. I bet you miss the floor. I bet you miss the bass. I bet you miss the DJ. Come on. Let it play. Run the track. Shapes to the sunrise. I love this vibe. 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 This vibe.
I'll tell you, one of the advantages of having a studio assistant or executive producer here in the studio is I got Marco to check that. I had a bit of self-doubt on that one. Just when the words came out of my mouth, I was like, I bet you this was the 50th. I was right. It was the 100th release on No Fuss Records from Saison, featuring Miss Yankee. And that was the original version I'm talking about, not this version. But anyway, I remember thinking, wow, 100 releases, unbelievable. Anyway, Saison there, Miss Yankee on the vocals, or the spoken word, I guess. Making Shapes, the name of the tune, and that's our dear friend Mr. Scott Diaz on the remix. No Fuss, that's out today. That's the good news. You can grab that one immediately. By the way, tune number 7 out of 23 right now. And we're going to tell you what's coming up in hour 2 after the next one. We're fastly approaching 20 away from 10 p.m. right now this Monday night.
I'm never gonna leave this floor. This vibe.
Monday nights on RTE Pulse with Niall Redmond.
Allow me to believe love saved me. Allow me to believe that you saved me. I didn't save it. Save it for myself. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. Save it for myself. I didn't save it. Save it for myself. I didn't save it. Allow me to believe love saved me. Allow me to believe that you saved me. Allow me to believe love set me free. Allow me to believe love saved me. Allow me to believe that you saved me. Allow me to believe love saved me.
There you are, brand spanking new from Joey Silvero. You may know him as Distant People. This time Rochelle Hicks joining forces with him once again. Tune there called Save Me. Normally he's sending, which isn't a gripe by the way, he normally sends us this stuff. This one it must have slipped the net, but the good news for you out there, it is out today. You can grab this on Arima Records from Joey Silvero's Distant People and Rochelle Hicks, tune called Save Me. That's the original mix for you. Before this, lovely, wasn't it? Scott Diaz. We had it blasting here in the home studio here in Reichen in Switzerland. It was Saison and Miss Yankee, Making Shape, Scott Diaz remix on No Fuss Records. Before this, still got a couple of tunes to go, in fact 3 before we get to 10 o'clock tonight, but what is coming up an hour or 2 between 10 and 11? Well, we got another Molten Music exclusive for you that's going to kick us off after 10. A brand new Salted promo for you tonight. You're going to love that, of course you are. Brand new Mo Cream on the way tonight, brand new Pogo House on the way, a brand new Danny J. Lewis exclusive, you'll be glad to know. Something brand new from our dear friend Roberto Rodriguez in Finland. Something brand new on Bob and Head Recordings, of course, Husky's label. Something brand new with Seb Jr. on the remix involving Lee Wilson and El Funkador. A lovely kid, massive tune on the way, which is a great big piano-y tune for you there tonight. Something brand new from FDF Italy. Also Paul Spencer on Simmered. And True to Life going to finish us off tonight at almost 11 o'clock, I guess. That's all an hour 2 on the way. Before we do that, here's Changing Phases, F-A-Z-E-S, tune called Tell Me, Soul City Digital, the label here. That was not part of the song. And I'm going to blame my awkward thumbs on that one. See, that's why I don't have a printed sheet anymore, Marco. I just hit the play button again.
Tell me what you want, babe.
Whoops.
And you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy. I got you. Tell me what you want, babe. Tell me what you want, babe. Tell me what you want, babe. And you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy. I got you. Tell me what you want, babe. 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 What you need, I'll be your fantasy. I got you. Tell me what you want, babe. Tell me what you want, babe. Tell me what you want, babe. forget it. Look at where you got me. Don't forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy. I got you. Tell me what you want, baby. Tell me what you want, baby. Tell me what you want, baby. Tell me what you want, baby.
Yeah, that's a little bit lovely. That is a lot lovely, in fact. Would have been a lot lovelier without me going. I was thinking it could have been worse. Could have hit the Q button. If any of you don't know what that means, it means it resets everything back to the start. All I did was hit pause. And we continued. Anyway, that's live radio for you. That's how good it feels to do live radio, by the way. You just know something immensely bad like that can happen and you have to try and backpedal and everything. Anyway, there you go. That is changing. Now, be careful on this one. Changing phases. F-A-Z-E-S, not faces. Phases. So, yeah. Just in case you're going looking for that. Anyway, Marco's working away in the Twitter here in the background. If you want to have a look at that, at Digital Groove on Twitter, you can see what's there throughout the whole program tonight. That was called Tell Me, the original makes Soul City Digital. Here's an exclusive from our dear friends Jamie Van Gulden and Nick Hussey. Always look after us for the brand new music, and this is no exception. This is a tune called Sweet Harmony, and it's spelled like money. few you'll fondly remember. You probably remember this, Marco. Harry Choo Choo, So Lonely. I still have the vinyl in my racks here. I'd put it out for you, but I probably can't reach it. You'll have to imagine that one anyway. Not too hard, but you'll have to imagine. Anyway, it was on Bombosa Records, So Lonely, Harry Choo Choo. I remember that. It has to be 20 years ago, at least, maybe more. And we used the same hook. This time Nick Hussey and Jamie Van Gulden looking after us once again for the exclusives. The label here is OTT, which I think is over the top. Is that right? Anyway, it's OTT. That's what it says. It's the big OTT with the arm from the deck on it. Sweet Harmony, and I was about to tell you, it's spelt, and I couldn't paste this, so maybe if I'm wrong, I apologise. But it looks like harmony is in MONEY. So kind of playing words on that. Anyway, Nick Hussey, Jamie Van Gulden exclusive for you tonight. Should be out next week, I would hope. Now, I was showing you a Swiss delicacy on the camera there. Apologies if you're listening on the radio tonight because you've no reference to this. But it was. They look like small, what we would refer to in Ireland as twisties. They're kind of that sort of, crackery type of snack. Anyway, they're unfortunately called mini flutes. And the reason that comes into play was, and I'll try not to be too, I know it's nearly 10 o'clock, but I'll try not to be too, vulgar on the radio tonight. But I got a waffle, if you were on my social media over the weekend, you would have seen this. I got a waffle in the station in Zurich, the train station, at a food fair, and it was in the shape of it was in the shape of a penis, to be honest. And I kind of didn't realise how gratuitous it was until I had to consume it on the train in front of other passengers. And, so just when mini flutes came into the studio, just my weekend was complete. Anyway, if you saw that anyway, a lot of people got a big laugh out of that. I suppose it was kind of funny, but kind of vulgar too. So apologies to anyone who was absolutely scandalised about that, including myself and probably my mum. She was looking at it. Right, anyway, back to more savoury things. This is Mike Newman. It's called Back to You. This is out today on Panthera Records. This is finishing off hour 1 tonight. 3 minutes right now away from 10 o'clock. We're going to head into a lovely big hour 2 for you tonight.
I'll always keep on coming back to you. I can't skip your face. I'll always keep on coming back to you.
And you're locked into Ireland's #1 soulful house show, The Digital Groove.
I can't forget your face. I can't forget your face. I'll always keep on coming back to you. I can't forget your face. I'll always keep on coming back to you.
you go, bang on 10 o'clock right now, this Monday 25th of April 2022. The Digital Groove of me, Niall Redmond, right here in RTE Pulse. Slightly different show tonight. If you're watching, you may or may not have noticed. And if you haven't been listening, you may or may not have noticed either. But we're coming to you from Switzerland this very evening here in Reichen. I remembered it now, Mark. In Reichen here in Switzerland, which is near Zofingen, near Oftringen, near Rothrist. It's that area. What canton are we in, actually? Aargau, we're in Aargau, okay. I would have guessed Aargau, but I wasn't entirely sure. I didn't want to insult you. Anyway, we're coming to you in Switzerland tonight here in Marco LeBaron's studio. Being, of course, DJ LeBaron. And we're here to celebrate his 41st to 42nd birthday. I was going to say 42nd, but it's actually all three. We're here this weekend, of course, at the Scala Club on Friday night, at U-Bar on Saturday night, including Jamie Lewis on the lineup there on Friday. So really an amazing big weekend of amazing music. And we're keeping it going on the radio here for you tonight. We just finished hour one of the Digital Groove from, I was going to say the Swiss Digital Bunker. So yeah, we're about to head into a big hour two for you tonight. So I'm going to give a special mention, as we do always, to Jogador tonight out there in California. Of course, Tala there in Dublin, back home. You know, I'm going to play this one for you, mate. This is Homero. I always struggle with that because I always say Homer like Homer Simpson, but it's Homero Espinosa. How's that pronunciation? Homero Espinosa. You have to kind of lisp it. You have to lisp it. Anyway, Homero's probably insulted highly with that. Anyway, Homero Espinosa and Chris Herrera here. This is called Cloud 8, number 8. Second one on Molten Music tonight, exclusive for you. And this is kicking off hour 2 tonight for Jogador back home in Dublin.
Checking out my guy Niall Redmond in the mix on the Digital Groove.
This is a world exclusive.
explain this to you the same way I just explained it to Marco here in the studio. This is the more groovy one. The second one is more pumping. That being a 2-track EP on Salted Music forthcoming. This is taken off from Teddy Black and Austin's Groove. I'm going to take a miseducated guess. They're both from Down Under, I think. I know Kirk Austin is It Is What It Is the name of this. I read that a bit slower. It Is What It Is, a 2-tracker on Salted Music. And this dropping in about 2 weeks' time.
World exclusive.
Right here on Digital Groove with my man Niall Redmond, boosting up the best of the best garage and deep vocal house in sound. Turn it up.
is that time of the show where we bring you down a couple of altitudes, a little deeper. Third tune into hour 2 tonight of the Digital Groove.
I saw you riding the other way. Don't you let them touch you like that. I saw you riding the other way. Don't you let them touch you like that.
The singing there. So I didn't do that. Anyway, that is Mo Cream. It's called Do That Thang, Thang. And it's on Cream on Music, easy to remember, of course, and Mo Cream. That's the main vocal mix for you. At 15 minutes right now past 10 p.m. this Monday, 25th of April 2022 from Switzerland tonight. This is the Digital Groove with me, Niall Redmond. We started off hour 2 with a brand new Molten music tune from Homero Espinosa and Chris Herrera, a tune called Cloud 8. That's forthcoming in about 2, actually maybe more, maybe 4 weeks' time. Then Teddy Black and Austin's Groove should be out in about 2 weeks' time. After that, before this one on Salted Music, a brand new 2-tracker. We played you a track called It Is What It Is. And this one, as I said, Mo Cream, Do That Thang, the main vocal mix. This is out today, that's the good news, on Cream on Music. About that time of the night, as I said, the cruising altitude about 12,000 feet at the moment, so a little bit deeper than we, well, not really deeper than we normally go, but about as deep as we're going to get tonight for you. We're going to go on the up from now on. A couple of nice bumping tunes on the way. Still brand new music on the way from Danny J. Lewis. That's an exclusive for you. Also some brand new Bob and Head exclusive action from Tonus and Narda. A brand new Seb Jr. remix for Lee Wilson and El Funkador. Some big piano tunes towards the end of the show tonight as well from Kid Massive and the likes of FDF Italy in brackets. There you go. I don't know how to explain that one any better to you. Also some brand new Simmered exclusive on the way and some brand new True to Life to finish things off tonight for us. In the meantime, we're going to take a track next from Gustav Tam with 2 M's, so T-A-M-M. So Gustav Tam. This is called In a House Mood and it's Nikita K on the remix for Martin Depp's Poga House Recordings.
are listening to The Digital Groove with Niall Redmond.
Yes, that jingle can only mean one thing. This is the brand new Danny J. Lewis offering. This is called The Dancer, forthcoming just underground. Before this, isn't that amazing? That tune you just heard, it was Gustav Tam, T-A-M-M. It was called In a House Mood. It got me in the house mood. Well, it was in the house mood anyway, but it got me more in the house mood. And that was the Nikita K remix on Poga House Recordings. This is an exclusive from Danny J. Lewis. Give it about 2 weeks. It's called The Dancer. It's just underground records, of course. Danny J. Lewis giving you a good kicking with that one. And we're all glad about that. Brand new from Danny J. Lewis, forthcoming about 2 weeks. It's called The Dancer. And it's on Just Underground Records. A 2-tracker, in fact. From Danny, both of them amazing. We just have to go with The Dancer tonight. Right, off we go to Finland. I presume he still lives in Finland. Maybe he doesn't, but when I knew about him, he lived in Finland. That was a while ago now, but look, we'll go with that. These circumstances have changed. I do apologise. Roberto Rodriguez is who I'm talking about. I think he was living in Helsinki at the time. Actually, Jogador was the expert. Jogador was living over there at the time, and we'd go and see him DJ and stuff, which sounds amazing. But anyway, Roberto Rodriguez next. The tune is called After Midnight. And the label here is Poetry in Motion. Bit more of a, hesitate to say, garagey sound on this from Roberto Rodriguez. But it's all good. That's not a complaint. Turn this one up, you're going to like it. I think you will like it a lot, in fact. Monday night at 23 minutes away from 11 p.m. You're with the Digital Groove with me, Niall Redmond. Once again, we're coming to you from Switzerland. If you have just joined us here in Reichen, in not quite the middle of Switzerland, but nearly the middle of Switzerland. Where we are here as a guest of DJ LeBaron, who normally does listen to the show, but he's actually here with us in the show, and he's working away into Twitter, by the way, here. If you want to see what's playing on your speakers, as we always do every week in real time, you can go to our Twitter feed at Digital Groove, but I will tell you anyway what we just played. Before this was Roberto Rodriguez, a tune called After Midnight, and that was Poetry in Motion Records. Danny J. Lewis with The Dancer before that, Just Underground Records. Really nice tune before that, Gustav, all really nice tunes, you know what I mean, but particularly pricked my ears up was Gustav Tam. Before this, In a House Mood, before Danny J. Lewis, Nikita K's remix on Poga House. We had Mo Cream, Do That Thing on Cream on Music, third tune into hour 2 tonight. Teddy Black and Austin's Groove with a brand new tune on Salted called It Is What It Is was the second tune in after 10, and Homero Espinosa and Chris Herrera kicked off this hour with Cloud 8, forthcoming on Molten Music. This is Tonus and Narda. It's a 2-tracker on Bobbin Head Records. It should be out on Bobbin Head Music, I think, the end of this week, so not long to wait. And this is called Not That Girl. Right, we promised you some Seb Jr., we promised you some Lee Wilson. Let's fulfill that promise for you next. This is Lee Wilson and El Funkador. You may remember this on Blockhead Recordings, a tune called Just Got Paid, where we're going to play you the Seb Jr. remix.
This is Grant Nelson reminding you that every Monday from 9 to 11, you're checking out my man Niall Redmond right here on RTE Pulse.
the brand new offering with Seb Jr. on the remix for Lee Wilson and El Funkador. A tune called Just Got Paid. Blockhead Recordings out today. Before this, Tonus and Narda, a tune called Not That Girl, the extended mix, forthcoming Bobbin Head Recordings end of this week. And as we head into almost the last 15 minutes of the show tonight, we've got to remind you that Kimura is on the way at 11 p.m. this evening with the Swerve Radio Show. So coming at you in just over 15 minutes time after us here on RTE Pulse. This Monday, of course, 25th of April 2022, we're coming to you from Switzerland tonight with a special show from the Studio Le Baron here in Reichenau. And a real privilege to be here, and so grateful to Le Baron that we could actually do our radio show tonight, because without him we wouldn't have been able to bring you this at all. So big thanks to him, and we shall drag him in before we go tonight at 11, okay? But before we do that, here's Kid Massive. And we're going to play this for Linda G tonight. This is called All Right, and this is the extended mix on the awesome Sugar Star Recordings. Spinning it out to Linda, who always listens around this time for this kind of tune. So yeah, let's spin this one out to Linda G tonight. Some live percussion going on. I only discovered you had a drum sitting here, Mark. We could have brought that on from the start of the show and absolutely irritated every listener. But you had a bit of live. You kind of just had to break out the Congo for that, didn't you? Give us another blast there. Go on. Bring it over. Go on. Anyway, for Linda G tonight. Sorry, Linda. We decided to have an impromptu bash there during that one. It was almost like a Hare Krishna parade there for a few minutes. But anyway, there you go. Isn't that great? We were baiting the old drum here in the background to that one. Hopefully you were out there too. Kid Massive, a tune called All Right. Sugar Star Recordings for you there. That is out today, and grab that immediately. That's the good news for you all, and you can do your own drumming in whatever way you want to play some percussion at your own convenience at home. Yeah, thanks for that live PA. Right on to room 104. This is our third last tune tonight. This is FDF Italy. I never knew why. Marco, do you know why they're called FDF Italy? I know you just with your Italian connections. You know, is there an FDF elsewhere? Maybe there's a company that makes fertilizer called FDF or something. Anyway, this is FDF Italy. That's the main thing. If you want to go find this, tune is called Every Day. Room 104 or 104. Take your pick. Is the label on this. We'll try and squeeze two more in for you before we go tonight to Kimura.
Every day.
AM and you listen to that. Do it again. Hi, this is Jazzy M, and whenever I'm in town, I like to listen to this man, Niall Redmond, on the Digital Groove Show.
Every day. Every day. Every day.
Right, I'm going to put the drum down for a few minutes. Right, not only is Marco our host here tonight on the radio, but he's also our Twitter person tonight, doing all your social media updates for you. But he's also our researcher, production assistant, and I did throw an impromptu challenge at him to find out what FDF Italy means, and it is obviously in Italian, so I'm going to get you to tell us the name. So
he's from Rome, and the name is Francesco Di Feo.
Francesco Di Feo. See, when I say that, it sounds like I'm taking the piss. Well, I'm not. I'm just trying to copy what you're saying. So, Francisco Di Feo.
Francesco Di Feo.
Francesco Di Feo. Call him Francis. See, that's the problem. So that's FDF Italy. Okay, good man. Thank you, assistant.
You're welcome.
That is Francisco Di Feo, FDF Italy. It's called Every Day. It's really nice, isn't it? Room 104 is the label. What would Room 104 be in Italian? By the way, Room 104, Room 104. What would that be in Italian? What's room in Italian? You don't know what room is in Italian? It's the same. Okay. Oh well, that was easy. Right, two more. Let me have a quick look at my list that was printed out tonight very kindly here in Switzerland for me. A nice little bonus. Yeah, we're going to go to Simmer Red for our second last tune tonight. It is an exclusive for now. And we should try and squeeze in a little bit of the 23rd tune tonight. Would you believe that? We're on to tune number 22 next, and we shall try and get one more in for you before this. So we're going to go to Simmer Red exclusively next. This is from Paul Spencer. Tune here is called What You Do To Me, and we're going to play the original mix on this. I expect this to drop about Friday, so not long to wait on this one, okay? Let's Simmer Red, not Simmer Black, so watch out for the colours. almost our final tune tonight from Simma Red Recordings out this week. That's Paul Spencer, tune called What You Do To Me. The original mix for you there. Right, we're going to pretty much have to sign off from here in Switzerland before the next couple of minutes, I suppose. We'll try and squeeze a little bit of this in for you before we go. We're going to finish with Eric Martin and Black Sonics, featuring the legendary Sean Escoffrey on vocals. Tune is called Believe, and we're going to play the Richie Pring, aka True to Life remix on Musicated Records. There you go. If you have been not listening throughout the show, maybe you've dipped in and out, you may or may not know, but in case you don't know, tonight's show was possible because of this man on my, on my right, so backwards on the screen, on my right, Marco LeBaron, bringing us not only into his house this weekend, his beautiful abode, his studio to do the show tonight, and taking great care of me indeed, and a lot of other people this weekend. So big happy birthday to you, LeBaron. Thank you so much for having us tonight.
Thank you very much for doing your show in my studio. I'm honored.
Even a bit of live percussion from you earlier. There you go. Well, listen, thank you so much, my friend. Happy birthday for 40, 41, 42. We look forward to your next triple birthday event.
Yeah, of course. Let's do it again.
Anyway, that has been the Digital Groove tonight from Switzerland for you. Once again, many thanks to Marco LeBaron for DJ LeBaron for bringing us into his studio to do the show tonight. We will talk to you next week back in Avoca. Hopefully you can join us then, and thank you so much for listening and joining us tonight on all portals, Facebook Live, RTE Pulse, and of course YouTube. And once again, big thanks to Marco and Claudia. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Good night to you all. Good night.
Got to believe.